Cali.
Convict music.
We the best.
Yeah.
We taking over. Listen.
Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter, on up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali, Catman, Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switch it. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need I said I
If
get
you
it.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Black flag, we rich. Yeah,
Listen.
bounce. It's what I does. I get money every day I does that. It's how I ride. Black flag on the left too. And ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy. I'm with it. Cali, we did it. Biggie in my city. Please no fit it. Hit them too. The bread and get stupid. Money that come, run it like water. Money so hot. Miami on fire, you better be. Might get on the porch of your fortress. Yeah, they see it, but no one reports it. I run this,
Cause
Rick
we
Rouse,
taking
follow.
over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Listen.
Back when you see, better duck like the Mac, gotta ease past. What? I don't give a I run these streets, y'all talk that. I want that beef. I'ma tell you like a G told me, they'll come back quick if cash rule everything around me. I'm YSL, Versace. You can see me in that Porsche GT, coming down Sunset, sitting on D, feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and I'm mad trees. Please, I spit every verse. Some say Cali, some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm finally
If you
free.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Listen.
Birdman dead, I'm number one. Can't make me wrong, so we got him done. The family, I'ma give him some. Spent that conda, he didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing a song. Why they had to send my baby home? With some that paper long. Been a G in the game, now my son on the throne.
I am the beast. Feed me rappers or feed me beats. I'm untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I love I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk, I let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite Easter pink. And my wrist special pop, but the mule is cooler. I have more juice than your jeweler. Touching, I will your medulla. That's a it is not a tumor. Red light, stop your rumors. I stay on track like a box of Pumas. I just rock with Junior. I am the little big
Cause we
kahuna.
taking
Yeah.
over. One city at a time.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Till I met. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a youngster don't wanna pull them. Even if a young wanna meet the sun. We gon' rap to the death where the the roots is from.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Rolling with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks, we gotta ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew tie till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die upon the block with a and the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night when it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight and I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist, but real homies never turn they back. My homies facing all these tracks. My homies all rapping Mac. We rolling out like Cadillac.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
West side, east side, north side, west side, south side, east side, north side, west side.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MC da UFP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza deformando o seu rosto. Se calos falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar do impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Oh, juro, pras minas no fronte, que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte ela sonha com um novo horizonte. Trancada na cela ou numa favela, medo é foda, João. Pobre menina, sofre de verdade por toda a cidade. Ainda mais porque a palavra liberdade é feminina. Cidade luz, guetos, becos e pretos tristes como um blues. Mano, muçulmano, amor, islã. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Mil flor, mil dor, mil idioma, mil cor, tipo índio. Tio por, servos de Roma, fios por natureza morta. Legalité pour mon père, s'il vous plaît. Mil pra mim, mil pro select. Ma révolution é black, noir, check. Em matière, meilleur que Ma terre me manque, c'est ma place. E o velho sonho, viver em paz. o necessário, sem ter demais. Verde, mais verde, mais verde, mais família.
Père, mère, frère, sœur, ange Kaira. Même thème, cri du cœur, genre ça ira. Même refrain qui vient de ces zones amochées. Noisy LESC, zone à noche, des vies décalées, des années. Que c'est l'alerte rouge comme condamné, d'étaler, s'en aller ou chialer, jamais. Plutôt qu'à l'aide, on entend crier. Pas année, ghetto couleur café, non c'est pas gagné. Si tu voulais taper, trop de barons, trop de casaniers qui tiendront pas rond de plus que ça ira, ça ira. Se dit le brave type comme le scélérat, pour le sale favelas, même sort, même idée. Qu'on s'en sorte à l'espoir, tous fidèles. Ah, San Paolo, zone à Norche, ça ira. Loisy LESC, ira. Si, ira. Oh, ira. Ghetto youth, faut pas stresser. Ici, ici d'APP. Si, oh.
Tous les ghettos savent que les ghettos salis n'empêche que ça ira. Tous les ghettos savent que les ghettos salis n'empêche que ça ira.
T-Pain.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. About to have a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
Baby, we make magic. Come home with a thug, let's get cracking. Always well, baby, cause happen. She got the back seat, just a freak in the hopped in the tray, just to let. With them things, she in love with a G, so she tatted my name. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. 10 black made backs, back to back in the lane. I'ma make it rain, then I'ma make it back. You are just a lame little homie, that's a fact. Working with the police, acting like you know me. Fresh out of jail, already in your
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. About to have a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
T-Pain.
It's shorty straight digging me, and I ain't even rich. I know you is on the sideline, like ain't that I'm on my job, and I ain't getting off, cause it's just another day in the life of the
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. Got the biggest car, Spanish bras, no. Call that other lane for the walks in the parks. I ain't come to play games, I just wanna play my part. Tell your girlfriend to come talk with my dog. We straight G's and we came hit a ball. Bottle after bottle, when I'm sure you count them all. Then we off to that Chevy and taking off. Baby, slow it down cause you're moving too fast. Yeah, too fine to be moving too fast. Back to the thuggin', now love it, baby, that's my whistle. Sack for the jeans, 5 bones for the 20 to 800 for the. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. You can tell by the shows that's standing by the car.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. About to have a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a
We're in the place. They call the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario, the home of the Raptors, where we're broadcasting live. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Calderon. And it's Lopez in a center. And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. Would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
Now, here's Lowry. The dish now to Patterson. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it from 20. The Raptors rebound. And DeRozan. Here we go. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
And here are the Raptors now. The Knicks making the shot. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Anthony's shot is off. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
No one near him. Porzingis can't hit.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Lowry passes to Patterson. Here's Carroll. And again, no good by Toronto. As we were talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach. Really known as a defensive specialist, but once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
The pass to Patterson. It's stolen by Calderon. From outside the arc. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Always eager to shoot the three, and on the fast break, he knows it's going to be there for him.
For the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Tony Roten comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. Now here's Anthony. Dishes to O'Quinn. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
He dishes it to Roten. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. They set the screen. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lowry dishes to Carroll. Stolen by O'Quinn. Pass to Roten. New York moving the ball around. Kicks to Galloway. Passes it to Porzingis. Clock at 6. He kicks to O'Quinn. It's stolen by DeRozan. Lowry at the elbow. Carroll. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Knicks. They lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
Well, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And New York looking at who they've got. They've got Derek Williams. Also, Kyle O'Quinn is out there. Tony Roten out there with Thomas. And it's Galloway in at the 1.
At the line from your Raptors.
And guys, Bismack Biyombo, he got into a groove at the end of last season. After Al Jefferson went down, remember the month of April, he averaged nearly 9 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks. He was all over the floor.
Yeah, and that's Bismack. I mean, he's that guy. He cleans the glass for you, intimidates shooters in the lane. He's not all the way consistent yet, but he's shown steady improvement.
Powell kicks to Ross. And a miss there on the triple. The Knicks leading by 4. And there's the feed to O'Quinn. Galloway, the pass to Thomas. The dish to Williams. Galloway, no good.
Talking about Bismack Biyombo, he entered the league as an extremely raw prospect, was a 7th pick in 2011. His shot and general awareness were the biggest concerns, but last season he shot over 60% from the floor. The 2 seasons before that was only 45%.
And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Lopez comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. And Scola, here we go now. And the Raptors miss again.
And getting back to Biyombo for a moment, he has the potential for a breakout year. I mean, all the physical tools you would want. He's seen enough of the game. He's worked on those skills. Now it's time to just put it all together and become the player your potential dictates.
And New York making a change here. Aflalo's checked in.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution for the Knicks.
Calderon dishes to Lopez. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Here's Ross. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times. Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any real presence in the paint. And lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
Thomas kicks to Calderon. Here's Williams. Looks for Thomas, gets it to him. Just 3 to shoot. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination. Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Calderon passes to Williams. To the inside. Here's Lopez. No luck. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And DeRozan. Here we go. Ross in the corner. Out to the wing. The shot by Lowry. No good. The Knicks leading by 5. Calderon. No good. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Here's Anthony. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
2 shots. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Ross. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Porzingis comes in for Williams. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. The Knicks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he sinks the second. Raptors trailed by 5. Here's Powell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ross with a screen on Anthony. It could go. That misses, would have counted had. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Knicks lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
Anthony's been putting up the numbers. He's got 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Powell is up there with Corey Joseph. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's Scola. And it's Biyombo at the pivot spot manning the middle. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger, I think.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Powell kicks to Joseph. Pass to Biombo. And it's Scola in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Ross with a wide open look. And the shot is long. The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Anthony. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career. And I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
For Carmelo, the numbers are there for him to be treated as a Tier 1 star still, I think, Clark, but it's hard to call him underrated.
Yeah, I think he'll be underrated until he's able to get to the championship round or maybe even win a ring. There's one thing that's clear, though. He's been under a lot of pressure since he's come into the league, and he hasn't been underrated in that regard.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And a switch here also for New York. Thomas is checked in. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And the Knicks lead by 11.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Here's Calderon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Calderon's got the lead up to 11 now for New York.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Calderon. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. Williams, he's checked in for the Knicks. Roten comes in for Jose Calderon. There's the pick. Feeds it to Roten. Tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Well, last year Toronto won their division and got bounced out in the first round. Same result, Clark, they had back in 2014.
Yeah, but, you know, despite that sameness, they were an improved team last season, Kevin. They did a lot of the small things better in total. I thought looked better and more cohesive as a group.
And as you mentioned, the Raptors did improve last season. I mean, they cut back on their turnovers a lot. They were top 3 in the league in terms of taking care of the basketball.
Langston Galloway's checked in for the Knicks.
And as you said, the Raptors took care of the ball a lot better and as a result had more assists. They also cut back on their fouls, and that was helpful. Little things like that made them much more competitive as a team and helped lead them to those 49 wins.
Raptors trailed by 12. Lowry kicks to Patterson. Lowry dishes to Patterson. Back to Lowry. That's tipped. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And Carroll gets it to go. New York leading by 12. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Right side Lowry. And DeRozan. Here we go. Here's Roten. Here's O'Quinn. That's tipped. They get it back. Here's DeRozan. Good D by Thomas.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Galloway, the pass to Williams. Dishes to Galloway. Shot clock at 6. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A different look for New York. Anthony comes in for Williams. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Powell kicks to Joseph. Outside Scola. A three ball. The shot by Joseph, no good. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. And as we end the third. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And here are the Raptors now. And New York looking at who they've got. Calderon is out there with Tony Roten. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 spot. Ross dishes to Scola. Toronto calls timeout.
You know, there was a bunch of stuff that went wrong for the Knicks last season, and we don't have enough time to get into all of it. One thing that was at least decent was their play within the division.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Pass to Lopez. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, last season the Knicks did finish last in the Atlantic Division, but they at least took 5 games off the rest of the teams.
Yeah, and listen, they would like to avoid slipping back into the mid-2000s when they came in last in that Atlantic Division 4 out of 5 years. The division is still up for grabs year to year, so maybe the Knicks can get back on track faster than most teams that only win 17 games.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And stolen by Roten. The finish. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Aflalo. 12 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Scola left side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Biyombo.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
And for Louis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
Kicks it to Aflalo. Passes it to Porzingis. And stolen by Patterson. Left side, DeRozan to the wing on the left. Fires from 18. Connects, the jumper drops. And it's 6 points now for Valanciunas. Now the feed to Lopez. To the inside.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Patterson can't get it to go.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Raptors trailed by 16. Three-pointer, Lowry. Lowry can't get that one to fall. The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. It's tipped. Anthony, the pass to Lopez. Here's Porzingis. Lowry covering. And Aflalo kicks to Lopez. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for New York.
Their superior ball handling won it for him here, Clark.
Well, Kevin, when you squeeze the orange, you get more shot opportunities, and that's always a good thing.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Lopez. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Tony Rote.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And New York making a change here. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. Thomas checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. DeRozan dishes to Carroll. Stolen by Thomas. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Galloway, the pass to Calderon. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
And it's Lowry penetrating to stop the drought. And that one's good.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our Welcome, folks. Folks, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this New York crowd wants some love from their Knicks. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. Now here is Lowry. Takes the 3. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. One thing about Kyle Lowry, he has a bulldog mentality. We saw that from his days at Villanova.
No question about that, and I love that about him. He's very simple, not really flashy, just consistently beats the rock. He wears his opponents down.
And it's a Flalo penetrating. Lopez dishes to a Flalo. New York needs to get off a shot. Lopez, no luck.
And talking about Lowry, going to Toronto was a godsend for him. I mean, he had clashed with a number of coaches early in his career. His hard-headedness had been working against him. But in Toronto, he learned how to buy into a system and save the wrath for his opponent.
Patterson can't get it to go. On defense, Toronto. A Flalo outside. Now the pass to Anthony. He's looking for Lopez and finds him.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
Here's Patterson. The three-pointer is right on target. Patterson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And for Lowry, he's been on fire the past couple of seasons. He's shown toughness, leadership, and the instinct to make winning plays on the court at both ends.
Lopez, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation, if there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
DeRozan passes to Valanciunas.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Calderon kicks to Lopez. Porzingis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania, Clark, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with his combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Thomas subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And the Raptors also making a change. Biyombo's checked in. 5 to shoot. Scola with a clean look. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
Powell dishes to Joseph. The kick out to Scola. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Inside. Here's Powell. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development.
And he makes both free throws.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
O'Quinn in the post, covered by Biyombo. And O'Quinn kicks to Thomas. The feed to Calderon. They get it back. O'Quinn off target at the rim.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, and here comes Calderon all alone. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Calderon, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Raptors lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though, Greg. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Serafin in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes naturally to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Aflalo. It's DeRozan with the drive. Here's Patterson. Bangs home the trifecta. Patterson's got 6. Oh!
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and, of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Here's Roten. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
23. And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003, all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
And Patterson kicks alone. Carroll, no one around him. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
A different look for New York. Derek Williams checked in for Porzingis. Thomas comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo.
And guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
Puts it up. That one off the back iron and out.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now here's Joseph. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And the dunk by Scola.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Biombo. Nice D from Williams. Roten the pass to Thomas. Outside Williams. Passes it to Roten. Stolen by Joseph. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Ahead. Here's Powell. Thomas with the block. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Toronto ahead. They lead by 13. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Patrick Patterson, he's really playing well.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
A good quarter for Patterson. He has 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Carroll in at the 3, the small forward.
Hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career, and I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
Lowry dishes to Patterson. Lowry kicks to Patterson. 6 on the shot clock. Lowry passes to Carroll. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 7 points for Kyle Lowry.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
33.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Lets it go with a 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Calderon passes to Porzingis. Calderon dishes to Afflalo. It's stolen by DeRozan. Now the Raptors moving it up. And Patterson kicks to DeRozan. Six to shoot. And stolen by Afflalo. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Raptors leading by 15. Toronto was a strong team on the road last season, Clark. A big part of why they came away with 49 wins on the season.
And 22 of those 49 wins were on the road. As a group, they managed to keep things close on the road. And because of that competitiveness, they were over 500 there as well.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Toronto's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game.
And as you said, the Raptors kept things close on the road. In the NBA, they had one of the better point differential in terms of victories on the road last season.
At the line for 2.
And you mentioned this, I mean, with the Raptors. Only Golden State, Atlanta, and the Clippers had a better road margin of victory than them. Just goes to show you how tough the Raptors were on the road last season.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for New York. Tony Roten comes in for Jose Calderon. And Seraphin throws it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And good on the basket. Book it. Powell's got 9 points.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Anthony with the bucket.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
28, 40.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Knicks fans, these are your
You know, there was a bunch of stuff that went wrong for the Knicks last season, and we don't have enough time to get into all of it. One thing that was at least decent was their play within the division.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Williams comes in for Kyle And Thomas subbed in for Carmelo Anthony.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play. And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derrick Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
Last year, Williams did find a nice niche playing the 4. Still, his minutes and numbers, Clark, remain low.
Well, it's unfair because he was drafted so high, top 5 when he came out, and I don't think he'll ever live up to that draft position. The highlight dunks are great, but he's got to find other ways to continue to grow.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Well, guys, what a nice surprise Tony Roten was last season, especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Roten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. And Tony Roten gets the whistle there. That's foul number 2 for him. Powell, the pass to Biyombo.
Sometimes the short pass is harder than the long one.
Thomas! That cuts the lead to single digits.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
And Joseph kicks to Biyombo. Dishes to Joseph. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Biyombo. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Biyombo's got his first points in this one. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Joseph. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Raptors lead by 13. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Calderon is out there with Thomas. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
The line for your Knicks.
You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark. They won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Scola drives in. Feeds to Joseph. Here's Biyombo. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it, the fast break chance. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
Pass to Calderon. The tray. That's good.
Seems to me as though they've kicked it into another gear here. I love the way they're moving the ball around now. Everybody's touching it, and everybody's ready to pass and catch and shoot.
And Joseph kicks to Ross.
40. 52.
Here's Powell. He's guarded by Calderon. Shot by Joseph, no good.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. Good. Anthony's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Powell dishes to Ross. It's deflected.
Let's go Knicks!
Now here's Calderon. D right on him. Fires the 3. Shot is off. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
That one goes. Count it.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
The drive by Lowry. Lopez with the steal. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
For 3, Calderon. Anthony again. It's Carroll. And it's Anthony again missing.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. .111 left to play in the final quarter. And here's DeRozan. To the middle. 5 to shoot. Raptors moving the ball around.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Tipped away. And stolen by Aflalo. Calderon with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Lets it go from the wing. And there's another one for the Knicks. 58. Got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. Here's Calderon. Beyond the arc. Connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
And they go to the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
And here's Anthony for three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
New York calls timeout. They're losing by 8. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home just like the players are. There's nothing they can do to salvage this one right now. Let's go. Get out of here. Game done.
Yep. You summed it up.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think we need to comment after that.
Adios. And so it's Toronto winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.